Hi there. It's January 2nd, and time for Proverbs 2 and our never-ending search for wisdom and knowledge in the Proverbs. Let's jump over there. Getting to it. We're using the English Standard Version this time, which turns out to be one of the more accurate versions. So this should be interesting. The value of wisdom. My son, if you receive my words and treasure up my commandments with you, making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding. Yes, if you call out for insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Okay? Let's highlight that. Right. If you do all these things, then you'll understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity, guarding the paths of justice and watching over the way of its saints. Then you will understand righteousness and justice and equity, every good path. For wisdom will come into your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discussion will watch over you. Understanding will guard you. I like that part right there. Delivering you from the way of evil, from men of perverted speech. That's a good one too, huh? Who forsake the paths of the uprightness, to walk the ways of darkness, who rejoice in doing evil and delight in the perverseness of evil. There are people like that, aren't there? Men whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways. Yeah. That's a very graphic description. So you will be delivered from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress. What is this forbidden? Strange woman. From the adulteress or foreign woman, with her smooth words, who forsakes the companion of her youth, and forgets the covenant of her God. For her house sinks down to death, and her paths to the departed. None who go to her come back, nor do they regain the paths of life. Wow. So you will walk in the way of the good, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright will inhabit the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. There's good. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the treacherous will be rooted out of it. Wow, there you go. There you go. I'm wondering if it says anything different over here in the New International Version. My son, accept my words and store up my commands within you. Turn your ear to wisdom, and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry out aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. We highlighted that over there too. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless, for he guards the course of the just and protects the way of the faithful ones. So that's very similar. Verse 9, it starts a new stanza there. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path, for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you. We highlighted that. And understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse. Yeah. And this whole stanza is about evil people, men whose ways are perverse, who have left the straight paths to walk dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways. They're getting easier and easier to spot nowadays, aren't they? Wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman and with her seductive words, who has left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. What's that? her God. I'm not saying it's the same God. Surely her house leads down to death, and her paths to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Wow. That she will walk in the ways of the good and keep the paths of the righteous, for the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. At some point. So there we read it in both versions, the English Standard and the New International Version. Short about the value of wisdom, the kind of people to avoid. Okay, we didn't highlight much. I highlighted verse 5. Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. The knowledge of God. And it says that in both. Knowledge of God. You can never know everything God knows, but you can know some of what he knows. Verse 11, discretion will protect you or watch over you, and understanding will guard you. Discretion is important. Let's look that up just for kicks. Discretion, the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information. Right. The freedom to decide what should be done in a particular situation. That's interesting. Discretion. It's not revealing somebody else's secrets, especially if they entrust them to you. If you reveal their secrets, that would be gossip, and the Lord hates gossip. So, discretion is important. Delivering you from the way of evil, from men of perverted speech. Right. Stay away from those people. Right. The upright will inhabit the land, and in 21, and those with integrity will remain in it. And we've looked this up before, but we will again. Integrity is the practice of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles. Yes. That means you would do the same thing if nobody was watching you as you would if everybody was watching you. So that's Proverbs 2 for January 2nd. Always lots of good stuff in there. Lots and lots of good stuff. And we'll keep doing this, keep until I can practically spout them off without reading them. You could probably take all of his ideas into, one group of general ideas, be humble, keep your mouth shut, walk with integrity, don't gossip, stay away from evil. We may do that at some point, but I'm enjoying reading them. I hope you are too. Give us a like if you think about it. So, till next time. Later on today, we're doing our Through the Bible in a Year series. That'll be out here in an hour or two. So, till next time, be good, be humble. See you later.